Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Steven's Sausage Roll, where, as often happens, I think I've had a little bit of insight from walking away from this for a day and coming back to it. So, we managed to figure out this kind of situation at the end of the last episode, right? We can get the sausages stacked on top of each other. That allows us to suspend the dam in a position where it is possible for us to push the sausage through. However, once we've done that, it's difficult to do much more. If I try to step through myself, we lose control of the fork, and the dam just drags us down to a watery grave where perhaps we deserve to be. And we can definitely set this up differently to allow us to put the sausage through without cooking a portion of it, which obviously might be a big deal. But there's still no way to actually get myself through here with it. And I think that's approximately where we left it off last time. But the thing I realized playing around with this just a little bit before settling into record here is that at this height, those arms at the top of the dam are high enough that the one on the right will actually go above the platform on the northern island. So if we were to step onto here and bring this over like this, I can now walk the sausage through the dam and be over here with a sausage. And remarkably, magically, only 3 days or something like that after setting foot in this puzzle, friends, we have a cooked sausage. So now we just got to figure out, right, I want to push this over. It's a one tile gap, so that's relatively easy to do. And then we can use this to get back. Although, how am I going to dismount this sausage? I can move the dam to here, which allows me to do a transit at least. And now that we kind of have control over, well, we kind of have control over the position of the other sausage. We can move them both around now in a way that's interesting, but I actually can't. There's no situation where I can dismount from either of them, right? I would need that ladder to be. No, we can make that happen. If I push this over to here and then push it upward into the water. No, I can get the ladder down to my height, but right, that breaks the adjacency. I cannot reach the ladder anymore. And I can't step off of this sausage and shit. Well, is there a way that I could... No, in order to be able to use the sausage to climb the ladder, the sausage would have to go through the middle gap in the dam, which it cannot do for, elevation reasons and whatnot. Okay. I can step into the dam, but that's not actually a useful thing to do. Were we over to the side, over to the right, one square, I could press right, and I think it would push us into this position. The fork up against the wall, trying to turn. But beyond that, yeah, I don't think I can actually... If we get on here, I can push it further down. But we're never going to be able to... I'm dropping stuff. Apologies for the noise. We're never going to be able to get this into a position that would matter. Even if we do shift stuff over. And we easily could, right? If we do shift stuff over so that I could push the dam down to the south of the sausages, what does that actually do for me? it would allow me to step into the gap down there instead, but that's not like actually useful. We can get it adjacent to the platform. If I could use it to make a situation where the sausage couldn't move to the right. Well, but I can't though. But I can't because the width is always only going to be 3 squares. It would take this thing being adjacent to both of the sausages in the same row as the bit that's sticking up from the ground, which obviously could never happen. Because listen, if I could relocate these sausages vertically, that would solve all of our problems, actually. Shit. So how do I engineer a position here where we can get back over? Let me back it up. So right now, the top of the dam is one square above the platforms on the other island. The raised edge of the other island, right? So if we slide it down here, then I can actually I can walk across it. Could I have positioned this sausage in a way that I'd be able to climb down then? Maybe this is a thing where I screwed up earlier. Well, no, the position we were in is the only position we can be in because we have to be where the right edge of the dam is going to overhang. So if we don't do that. Don't back up, do this thing, do that thing. Okay, there we go. I mean, does it matter in the sense of like we can drop this anywhere and use it to cross, but it's always going to be the same result. And moving it across here onto this level doesn't do anything additional for us. Oh, but if we, yeah, no, I think I see an idea. I need to, what am I doing? What I want to do is put the sausage back through here. If we can push it back, we can just recreate the conditions that allowed us to travel over here in the first place and just walk them backwards. But how do I get the sausage to... I have to cook it the other way. Back it up. This is fine. This will work. We have to do the half and half cook because this allows us to keep the sausage within the bounds of the island at all times. And thus we can still do this thing. Okay. So. Yeah. No, this is way better. This is way more helpful. Because now when we do that, we can climb down the thing and look at the situation. Remember this? Oh, that's rad. Okay, so now we just have to do it again. Which we do by... We have to get the cooked sausage out of there because it has to be the uncooked sausage that's in the middle because that's the only way we have of lifting it. So... You have to hold the thing up. As we discovered, for some reason, this removes this moves it away from the wall. Pretty sure that's not supposed to work like that, but whatever. Now that we know it, it's useful at least. So then we want to have you holding the thing up, but from this side, so that I can pull you out. Okay, I think we just solved it. Because I think from here, it's just a matter of, like, exactly reproducing what we did before, right? This goes over there. And then we pick this up, pull it to here, use this thing to hold it up. Walk it across, walk the sausage through. The way you have to move in this game is so weird. I'm still not actually over it. Y'all, oh, I'm overjoyed. I am so happy. I am so happy to be done with this, this puzzle. That sounds like I'm not enjoying the game. I'm so happy to have accomplished this puzzle. It is a wonderful feeling. Okay. No victory fanfare for me, huh? Wait, shh. Was something supposed to change? Nothing changed. Okay. I kind of thought... I don't know. So, I mean, it would... It can't be that I'm supposed to hold that up with my fork at the beginning of the puzzle. But I need... shit. But I need shit. What did I think was going to happen? Okay, so we back this up. And then... I guess... push it to the side here. And again, push it to the... Oh, that block is a separate piece. That I did not realize. That's right, the beach tiles, you get footprints. I forgot about that. So if that block is a separate piece, then we can manipulate that. I was thinking we would take a sausage down here to climb onto it. But yeah, like looking at that would be a very problematic thing to do. We need to take this block down here. Shit. Okay. Except once I do this, we're in trouble. Shoot, I need to get this all the way down. How are we going to manage that one? The answer is on the sausage, right? Somehow? Somehow this sausage is the answer to this problem? We don't have a lot of other potential answers, so it kind of has to be. A thing we can certainly do is that, and that, but this isn't going to do anything for me. Because like we bounce that off there, and then what? Just hurl ourselves into the sea. Okay, hold on. If you don't turn sideways immediately, you can't get back over here without ruining everything. Is there a way that I need to be... Is there a better way to do this than the thing I did last time where we just push the sand blocks into that position? I guess if I don't... Yeah, if I don't push the sand blocks down to that position, we don't actually have a way of getting access to this block at all. So I think this is probably actually right. But, like, then what? Well, I guess an answer to then what is I don't actually have to care about this staircase at all. Right? We can climb up on the sausage if I do this. We... Oop. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I do want it up there. You know, let's assume I keep my fork. Yeah, that's something. Strategy comes to an end right about here, though. It kind of seems right, doesn't it? Is there a way I could possibly preserve the block? Okay, if I were to be even one tile further south, I would not stick onto the, I would not land on the ridge there. So that's tricky. But I'm wondering if we could. Well, also I wouldn't even be able to get onto the sausage a tile further south, because off the south end of this ladder would be the edge. But like, I can still get on here without it. Yeah, I totally can, because we can push into this little block here, and then we can use this to dismount, and I can reposition everything. Yeah, I can just push this stuff all the way up here, and then, you know. Sorry, let me move this out of here, and then we can do the same thing to the block. Okay, so now we can get back on anywhere, but most critically, I might be able to do something clever with this ladder block in such a way that I can hold on to it. The thing is, what I need, because I think we're going to need it to dismount the sausage, right? But in order for that to be the case, I'd have to be able to push it off the bottom. Like, we have this available, right? But the problem with this should probably be pretty immediately clear to everybody. Yeah. Oh, well, I guess actually this works just fine because I can step off of this here. That's another one of those things where I wasn't thinking all the way to the end of the situation. Okay, so now that we have this, let me just scout ahead what's going on down here. So these tree arches, and we have this situation, and the drill's over there. The grill is over there, and then you would push the sea stone block into position at the bottom of the hill so you could climb up and exit the puzzle. Okay. All right. So oh, that's a problem. I can't turn my fork upward in this position, so I can't get this thing away from the wall. But we do need it to exit. Okay, did I do something wrong here? Do I need to do this in a different way? It has to be on that square. We couldn't swap the square that I and the block are on because obviously it would just fall in the ocean during the first move. It doesn't really seem like I can avoid putting it here. I just don't know what to do with it here. How do I retrieve it? Oh, I retrieve it with the sausage. Yeah. Right. And then we... Right, like this is tricky. I have to figure out a way of repositioning it such that I can get it. I need it to be in the space north of Steven right now so that I can pull this off of my fork. But it's actually not a trivial problem to resolve, this being in the wrong place. Like, especially since I can't push it upward. Well, I can push it upward, though. Never mind. I can push it upward. I just have to do it with the sausage, not with my body. Because my body grows confused. Okay. So now we can... How do we do this part right? So if I just push this off the bottom, aren't we going to have a problem? How am I going to get the sausage down? Well, that's no good, obviously. Let's see. We can move the sausage back up. It's not actually clear to me how we do. How do we... Oh, well, I'm being silly. How do we get the sausage down? We just don't, we stab it. But that means I have to get it up here the rest of the way, doesn't it? How would I do that? How would I do that safely? No, I guess I don't have to, because I could do... Wait a minute. Because I could do this and then remove it from my head via trees. Now it's horizontal, which I don't know. I think in the end we need it to be vertical. I think this will work, actually. Yeah. Okay. Because I think there's a lot of roll across that occurs on this step here. Nope. Now we have the question of how do we get this block to where we need it to be? And the answer is... Because this is a little trickier than it looks, right? Because I can't just push this... I can't just do this thing. We push this off and then roll forward because we run into a problem here. Ah, but I can get off at this point, and we can maybe... Shoot, this is a problem, actually. Okay. I can maybe do something with it. What would that something be? Like, what is it that I need to do with it here? I need... I think I need it... Can I get this block on my head somehow, maybe? The thing I'm wondering is, if we manage to get the block up on top of my head, then when we carry it through this space, it would get pushed off to the side. It would get pushed off, like, to our right. And then we could roll this backward, climb down, roll the sausage forward onto the first grill space, put the block on top of it, step on top of the sausage, roll it to the side, and after we've done that, then the block will move the extra space, right, for being rolled forward. It will be right here while the sausage is right here, and we just walk up and around and down, and then we win. That's a winning position there. But this only works if I can get the block to be behind the sausage. And obviously this tree provides one method of doing that. It might not be the only method, though. But, like, could I even get it on top of my head? There's no way, right? If we had it on top of the sausage, like if we backed way up here, let's say before we even get it down onto this level, yeah, like when we're around here, okay, I have to turn my head so that the thing is, we do this, but then how would I roll the sausage horizontally without losing the block? I'd have to stab it. Yo. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good outcome. We're still not really there yet, though, are we? Because I can't... Well, at this point, I can disengage the block this way. And then... No, the block has to end up on my head. What am I doing? So, actually, what I need to do is go back... Hold on. I want this situation. I'm getting all discombobulated here. Yeah, okay. Now the block is on my head, which is what we wanted. I have to stab this to get it free without having to walk underneath the trees myself. Here we go. Okay. This falls back. We step backwards so that I can walk off of here, push this onto that tile, push this onto the sausage. We complete the cook, roll it forward, walk off of the thing this way, then push the sausage to here, allowing us to complete the ladder, climb back up, and get out. Easy. Easy as lion, as the man says. And then that leaves the block in that position, right? So now I can, now I can just walk down there. They're doing some really cool stuff with this. So notice this ladder here that we do not yet need. Somehow this is going to become critical. Actually can't get to that without taking the other ladder. Wait, oh, I want to be this way. There we go. The only anxiety one could have was of being the last person to die. What a waste of food with no one around to eat it. Nope, that is not the only anxiety I would have in such a situation. So let's just put that sort of in the middle until I know what to do with it. We have here a very dark and spooky situation. I mean, it sure would seem that we know what to do with it. But this whole island's really weird, right? All the ladders and stuff. Like, this would seem to be... And there is an overhang on this side. But it's not actually... Yeah, it's not actually accessible. Huh. I mean, if I do this, the obvious thing's going to happen, right? Yeah, everything sinks. So we use you in this position to keep that island afloat. Welcome, stone tree. Right. This is going to be problematic immediately. How do I do anything here? Like this, perhaps? Maybe, just a little bit. Ooh, sorry, I shouldn't scrape that off there. I should scrape it off here. Maintain some function of the thing. So I need this island to be further south than it is. But I don't actually see a way to do that. Like, I was thinking we could bring it on land and we can maneuver it around the around to the south side of this peg. But I can't. I could push it upward. Push it upward, but what does that do for us? I don't know. Part of me was thinking we could find a way to move it around the part of me was thinking we can find a way to move it around the north side of the raised ground, but I don't know that I think that anymore. Stuff moves relative to the ground you're walking on, so I could scoot this around if I could affect the tree while not being on this ground. But I can't, right? There's no way to do that. So we could get the sausage stuck on our fork again. But I won't be able to use it to exert any force on this. Well, that's not actually true, is it? Because I could move this up to here. Let's move it up again. Then I need to brace the sausage against the tree. And now this will let me scoot it up another tile. Wait, sorry. That's not a thing I was having trouble doing. Hold on. I can already scoot it up another tile. That's not a problem. What I needed was to be able to do something after that. To be able to get it around to the right somehow. Or to the left. Up and then moving left. I suppose it doesn't need to be up. It could be down, right? It could be in the space between. If we could figure out a way to make this work, it wouldn't necessarily have to be above. Obviously, we can push it to the right now. It's not very helpful. With this being a horizontal sausage, I do think we run into some tricky issues here. Yeah, maybe I don't actually need to drag it all the way across, though. I just need to get the sausage on the other side and then have it hang out over here. And then we can move the island around like this. So if I just roll it across here, it should be okay, right? It's actually going to be a slide, first of all, because it's captured. But at this point, I can do this. I can press this up here. Hold on, I don't want to do that yet. No, if I do that, we're going to lose. I could push this other sausage all the way to the north. Darn it. Imprecision. No, it doesn't move the sausage, though. Okay, so I did the other sausage in position to play catch here. Which might be best accomplished with half of it cooked, maybe? Of course, if it's here, I can't If it's there, I can't actually do any crossing. So right. If I move it from not on the island, it moves the whole island, which is a problem. There's no way to put this sausage into a position to receive the island, to receive the tree off of the other sausage, without blocking off my ability to walk. You know, at least if I do this, if I could get that to roll, I could walk across. That would be helpful. I mean, I can put this here, and that lets me scoot it across. That probably does something. Right, and now that this is done, I can slide this thing. I'm so close to being able to exert some fucking control over this island. I just I can't get my fork into position anymore. There we go. Except not quite. Now that I've moved this across, I can slide you down. No, I need to be over there. I would never be able to recover that sausage if I went that way. So right now, these sausages are as minimally cooked as they could have been for the way I've been moving things around, I think. If I press this up, it doesn't actually burn anything. Now we've got both of those halves completely cooked. Yeah, the problem here is that I can't. The problem here is that I cannot get into the space to my right with the fork. Yeah, that's plenty annoying. I don't think it helps me to cook these more than I absolutely have to. So right now I'm fairly confident that we are at the minimum amount of cooking. Necessary to achieve this position. How do I retrieve these hot dogs? How do I get them far enough south? Sorry, sausages. My bad. Don't want to come across uncultured. if I'm honest, I don't know the difference. I think they're produced in pretty similar ways. So I can't afford to drag us another tile south. To drag the island another tile south. Although we do have the mechanism for doing so. I can't afford to roll these sausages either up or... Well, I can't afford to roll them up, and I literally can't figure out a way to roll them down. Because I would absolutely take that in a heartbeat. All right, if we... Let me back this up a little bit. Was it absolutely necessary to cook a half of each sausage? Or to a quarter, a quarter of each sausage. A half of a half. No, I don't think so, right? Because I could just push this through here and then put it back in that position, and now I'm on the correct side of the puzzle, but with the... I'm on the correct side of the sausage, but with the sausages in the position I needed. So that one doesn't have to get cooked, which is actually interesting, because it means that now... What does it mean? Why did I care about that? Why was that important? Oh, I'm starting to lose stuff. That seemed really important for a moment there. And now I can't figure out why I thought it was. Huh. It's not going to be a thing where I had to push it all the way across. No, it can't be. Where I push it across and like mount it north of this little earthen outcropping, so that we can pass the island north, pull it out of the water. I don't think so. I don't think that'll be the position we're in here. Okay, if I push this all the way through here, I can get it out that side. Okay. Now, from here, if I do that and then I scoot the whole island north, it finishes cooking that sausage at the same time giving us the same ability to roll this one all the way south. Just trying to make sure I'm going to be able to get back through after I do what needs to be done here. So I think... yeah, I think I can just do this with me on this side. Yeah, okay, there we go. I was trying to figure out a way to get the island all the way south of all the grill panels so that I would have more freedom to walk around, but it turns out I didn't need more freedom to walk around. Not really. I just needed to manipulate the sausages around the island a little bit better. Memories of mass feasts became premonitions of funeral rites in like a super heavy way. Just a really, really huge bummer of a way. Children beheld the jellied oozings of their parents and an ocean of eyes. Oh yeah, we never talked about what happened to the eyes. That's fun. So obviously they want me to do an uphold over here. And this other sausage probably just needs to be within the area of the puzzle. It doesn't look like there's anything else I can hold up. But I'm sure we're going to need this. So this block that has a plus on it. I don't think we've ever seen something like this before. I might still need that, actually. Well, I don't know that I can get this while preserving the sand structure. I think maybe I can't, so maybe we just go ahead and commit to the loss. I don't know. I don't know. Is that block something? Hard to say. It does seem like we're going to have to... Gosh, that can't be right, though. I was going to say, it does seem like we're going to have to roll the sausage along to get down there and across. But, like, once this sausage is down in that pit, we're never going to be able to get it out, right? I can get out. But I don't... There's not going to be a way for us to lift that sausage back up. So... we need some other kind of answer. Okay. Oh, right. That's going to just put me up there. I can't turn my fork upward. But do we know, is it laddered on the other side? It is not. Okay. So I can do this at least. We can get this thing slightly closer to the drop. But, like, what is the value of getting it dropped? I could drop it onto the sausage instead, but I also don't know what the value of that would be. You know what? I might just try to suss out the basic mechanics of this one next time. Maybe let's just take our couple of puzzle solves and be happy about that. Just go ahead and run with that at full speed. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I made progress. I am so happy to have made progress. When you come back next time, hopefully we'll figure out what to do with this unusual companion cube. And we'll see you then.